You're watching HTV Wales. The time, 10 o'clock precisely.
There now follows a party political broadcast by the Conservative Party.
Hello there, how nice to see you. Do come in. That's it. Over here by the couch. There you go.
Good evening. That's it. Now, we've just got one or two little tests to do. Nothing to worry about, so if you'd like to lie down, relax. Yes, that's perfect. Good. All right. So then, let's see. How old are you now? Born 1948, conceived in a white paper 1944. 40. Practically middle-aged. Now, I'm just going to... That's it. Well done. Now, next we're going to have a little test just to see how many patients you are now looking after each and every day. That's inpatients, outpatients, and day cases. Ready when you are, nurse?
194,000 patients per day.
Not bad. Better than I expected. Should make quite a difference to the time one spends on a waiting list at any rate.
Shall I take a nurse count, Doctor?
If you would. Better check for doctors while you're at it. Actual figures, please, not percentages. Soon have you out of here, Mr. Health Service. Ready for the next century, eh? Nurse?
Nurses and midwives, 514,000, up 67,000 over the last decade.
Good.
Doctors and dentists, 102,000, up 15,000, definite improvement.
Building up for the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Can you speak? Hello? Not brilliant at communicating, are you? I wonder, incidentally, how much are you spending at the moment, eh?
His last statement said £24,000 million a year, and that includes last month's increase of 2,000 million.
24 billion, eh? Should get by on that.
Yes, he's performing much better than he did in his early 30s. He's now spending £4 billion on major building projects alone. Now, back in 1979, he had less than £8 billion a year in total, and he managed it abominably. I mean, look at all these letters from the manager of the IMF. Huge overdrafts, lack of coordination, longest ever waiting lists, hospitals closing left, right and centre, with no proper building programme to replace them. And nurses' real pay actually cut.
Really? Actually cut? Under Labour?
By a fifth.
Now then, I'm going to listen to your heart, Mr. Health Service. See if you have one. Ah, there we are. Had me worried for a moment. Now, we've got to keep you as fit as we possibly can. You're the largest employer in Europe. Over 1 million people work for you. 1 million jobs. Now, you just relax, and we're back in a moment. Right. Diagnosis?
A huge improvement. Cash injections have got through to the parts that needed most attention. Hip replacements, nurses' pay, heart and liver transplants, and breast and cervical cancer screening.
Excellent. Hardly recognize him as the same health service, can you?
On the minus side, he still has the odd attack of chronic bureaucracy.
Ah, yes, chronic bureaucracy. He has a history of it, hasn't he? I remember the notes. Mind you, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Any other complaints?
Nothing serious, Doctor. No.
He should be able to look after himself a little better now. After all, he has the resources. Mind you, he's still a little overweight, but he's strong and getting stronger. It's what they call an ongoing development process, I understand. Still, we have been doing a lot for him.
But the sheer scale of it makes him completely unique. We've been trying to make him more businesslike without turning him into a businessman.
What about his future?
I think it's fine. He's in pretty good shape.
Well, you're making excellent progress. Much better than I gather from the stories you hear, but I suppose gossip is the price of fame. Now, we're going to continue to build you up. Your life expectancy is first rate. Now, why don't you pop back in the new year and we can discuss your plans for the next century and the results of our long-term review. Now, how about a cup of tea?
This government wants a healthy, forward-looking National Health Service that puts patients first. We want to bring the service as a whole up to the standard that the best parts of it are already achieving. That's why we're investing more in it than ever before and giving it an even bigger share of the nation's resources. We've also got the new ideas and the determination to see change through. That's why we're confident that the National Health Service, at 40 years of age, is just entering the prime of its life.
That was a party political broadcast by the Conservative Party.